Yo, what up? I'm Tahir Moore.
And I'm Patrick Cloud.
And this is another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary.
Yeah.
I hope that this sounds alright. I feel so weird with my mic. I feel like I'm on punishment and I can't talk into my mic right now.
You just have a very girthy voice.
Did you call my goddamn voice girthy?
The voice has trouble scooting the chair in. The voice got the fly unbuttoned after meals.
The fly unbuttoned? You know how fool you gotta be when you go past the button to the zipper and just be like, can't even do the zipper right now.
That was me yesterday, actually. I ordered a suitcase full of Popeyes.
First of all, nigga, where did you find?
No, because they gave me a bag that I've never seen in Popeyes.
Is that this?
It's this. Yeah, it looks like I bought it in the mall of Popeyes.
This is when you go to Popeyes gift shop. They give you this bag.
Here's the thing. I was, first of all, this was Saturday. We're recording this Monday. So yesterday was Sunday, or D-Day, the worst freaking day ever.
Right.
So I found myself eating Popeyes. I had like a couple Hennies there.
Yeah.
Not a couple Hennies, just a couple drinks of Hennies. I had the Netflix. I was chilling.
I'm glad you cleared up the whole Henny thing because we was about to
anything.
have a conversation after the show.
Oh no, I would die. I think I had like 2 cups. I'm not a Henny drinker. I be falling asleep.
I don't drink Henny
upset.
straight. I only drink it like in a French Connection.
What's a French Connection?
It's a Hennessy and Grand Marnier.
That sounds awful.
It is actually delicious.
That sounds
Grand Marnier is like an orange liqueur, so it like smooths out the Henny. Because Henny is basically gasoline. I've seen people start their car by putting Henny in the gas.
I've gone to Vegas before, and everybody was pre-gaming with Henny, and I fell asleep, and they went out. I never went out. I just woke up, and there was hella pictures. Everybody was around me like, this nigga fell asleep. And then they went out.
That's about right. Serves you right.
That's it.
All right.
That's it. But yeah, man, I was upset yesterday. I don't want to do no song today. This is a horrible week. There's nothing else in the news that matters. It's just LA is in a very dark place right now.
We are.
Obviously, you guys have heard we lost a legend superhero. Kobe Bryant was killed in a helicopter accident, and this hit. I ain't even gonna hold you. Today's episode, just out of respect for Kobe and just not a lot of other things in the news that people are even trying to hear right now, we are going to dedicate this episode to Kobe, and just to celebrate some of his messages, some of the classic clips that we've come to know and love this guy by. But we definitely want to also cheer you guys up too, and we're gonna start on a high note and talk about some other things.
Wait a second. If we're gonna try to cheer them up, we got to do a song, man.
I don't want to do a song.
Got to do a song, man.
I don't want to do a song.
We have to do one. If we're saying we're gonna cheer them up, we're gonna start on a high note. A high note will be the song, Pat.
But we're freestyling, and if your brain isn't at ease, it's gonna be a bad freestyle.
Whether you make the beat, not freestyle.
All right, I'll make the beat.
What kind of genre are we going with?
Like I said, I'm very somber right now, so I don't know.
You give me some lo-fi trap or something like that.
Oh, you want to just stick to somber?
Yeah, but I'm gonna make the rap airy and fun.
You want to do something happy, like Free Design?
All right, that works.
What?
Free Design?
Free Design is like an old '60s band. They just have very, very happy.
I thought I was that out of the loop that I wasn't aware of a new genre of music.
No. Free Design is a band that just sings about
I don't know who these niggas
flying
are.
Kites and stuff. All right, if we're gonna make people be happy, I'm gonna give a really happy beat.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Here we go.
All right. Boom boom dun 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 boom boom dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Boom 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 dun.
That's right.
Boom boom.
We're getting happy out here.
Dun 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 boom boom.
I'm going to Macy's.
Boom boom.
Go get something lacy. Yeah.
Boom boom.
Something for my lady.
Boom boom.
That's my little baby. I'm tripping on back. Back in the trap in the back in the Lambo. Damn, my homie got guns just like he Rambo. Damn, it's Harry. Damn, internet, you scared. We always rhyme scary with Harry.
Why do you always do number one?
I
Number
do,
two,
I do.
when did that turn into a trap song?
You know what? It was like I couldn't find the melody that I needed to be on to match your song.
Well, that's the other thing. About a couple seconds into it, I was like, "This is Law and Order." Yeah. This is Law and Order. I just amplified. Boom, boom, dun, 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 dun.
That was.
Boom, boom.
I was absolutely made it Law and Order.
Yo, this is Law and Order. I can't stop now.
I had to switch it up because it was like, this is going nowhere. So I felt like they weren't expecting that too. Like, jump up, there. Like, nobody expected. I didn't expect it. Before I knew it, my tongue was just doing things, karate kicking my teeth.
That was Law and Order.
Yeah. That's weird.
I told you. I mean, I somehow circled it back to a very negative concept.
No.
Which is crime.
Law and Order may be negative in the content that they present to us, but Law and Order is a good time, guys.
It is.
It's a great time. Nothing better than not having anything to do on a Sunday or a Saturday, and you get to sit at home and watch Law and Order. Huh?
That's what you be doing?
That's what I used to do. I don't have the time to do it now, but yeah, back in the day, I would turn on USA, man. Get one of those marathons.
It seems like, you seem like a Law and Order guy.
Oh, hell yeah.
You seem like you were like had a bowl of chips and you were actually doing the song like boom, boom, boom.
Nah, I had a cup of coffee. I have a cup of coffee, my feet on, my slippers, my smoking roll. I have an ascot on for no reason. Watching Law and Order, taking notes.
Law and Order.
Law and Order.
Law and Order.
Law and Order and a couple other shows have ruined certain movies for us. Like, we now know that like Weekend at Bernie's would never work. You remember Weekend at Bernie's?
Before they had forensics?
Forensic files and all that shit. They just walking around with this dead body and it hasn't like turned into
that's what the main thing. What, decomposed?
Not decomposed. When the blood
it gets cold.
It dries up. Rigor mortis. Yeah.
I only know what that is because of Kendrick Lamar.
Oh,
but
it was a good song.
It is a pretty good song. I feel like the main thing that Law and Order shows did to us is they made us paranoid because now we just think the worst in every single situation, which is probably the best.
Yeah, you got to be aware. You got to be cognizant.
Because, damn.
Yeah. It's real out here, man.
Life is crazy. So, this is so random. This has nothing to do with anything. But do you ever get like an unknown number hit you up or like text you and they'll be like, "Hey, what's up? What's going on?" And they don't do the whole like, "Hey, this is a new number."
Yeah.
They're just like, they just jump into the conversation. You're just like, "What up?" And you're like, "How far should I let this go before asking who this is?"
Days.
Huh?
Days.
You will let them like
never admit to it. Yep. I will keep the conversation going
until they admit it to them, like until they break some type of information.
Yeah. Eventually, they're gonna give you something that you can use for context clues, but I will never admit.
But what if you don't know?
Like who you talking to?
Yeah.
I would just say something wild like, "Hold on, let me hit you right back. I'm finna drop this acid."
Why would that help?
Because if you know the person and they know you don't drop acid, they're gonna be like, "Pat, what are you doing? You've changed since whatever." They should probably say something that'll give you context clues of who they are.
No, why would they do that? If you went to high school with them, you'd probably just be like, "Oh, okay, that's just what they're doing now."
All right, well, give me a second. Let me smoke this crack.
I don't think that would be like, they wouldn't be like, "What? No, it's Katie." Why would they do that? Don't do crack. It's Katie.
Well, you need better friends there. They're not going to just intervene and like, because like my friends, if I'm like, "Yo, I'm going to go drop this acid real quick," whoever that is, they're going to call me. They're not going to text back like, "Hey, okay," something like that. My people are like, yeah, they're going to call me like, "Yo, what the fuck you doing out there in LA? You letting them change you?" So they would call and I would recognize the voice.
Damn. Well, our reputations are very different. My friends would be like, "All right, I'll hit you back." Patrick,
well, you need better friends too. You need to not have a reputation for the type of person that might drop acid.
They might be like, "It's Wednesday, Patrick might be just doing acid in the forest."
You know what? That's not far-fetched for you.
I mean,
to be honest with you,
I've done worse on weekdays. But no, I got a text today. I was in a meeting and it said, "Hey, you, how have you been?" Which is, I'm like, "You?
Yeah.
Who's you?"
Well, you automatically know that's a chick.
Oh, absolutely.
I've never hit up one of my homeboys. "Hey, big head.
Hey, you.
Hey, you up?"
For sure, it's a girl, but it was just like, "You? Okay." And I was like, "Hi." I went straight for it though. I was like, "I'm so sorry, but who is this?" Mm-hmm. I switched contacts. I get had the same number since high school. Side eye. Then they said Tylese. Tylese.
Is that a real name?
That's what I was saying. I was like, this is either a prank or like I just for some reason know somebody named Tylese and they have my number for some reason. So I went on Instagram. I did all
Yeah,
this
that's what you gotta do. You gotta do your due diligence.
Who is Tylese?
Right.
I don't know anybody named Tylese. So I was just like, Tylese, I feel like shit. Where do I know you from? My bad. Hit me with a meme of a cry face, just like, and was like, oh wow, LOL. So they're just dragging it out at this point. And I'm like, damn. For some reason, I was just thinking like this had to be in some type of professional setting. But then why would you say, hey you?
Right.
And then it spiraled into we ended up. I'm going to assume you're not the guy who gave me his number at Starbucks a few weeks back.
You don't even go to Starbucks.
I was like, no, that wasn't me. What?
That explains it. That fucking explains it.
So they hit me with the Will Smith Men in Black.
That's fine though. They're a fun person. Now y'all should at least be friends. Tell them to find you on Facebook.
It's like, well, great. This was embarrassing. I'm sorry. Just forget about this. I was like, no worries. I hope he hits you up. They kept talking to me. I doubt it. This will happen. The universe is funny today. Wait, is this Patrick I met at the Insecure screening a while back? Like, she was reaching. And I was like, no.
You should have told her to subscribe to the channel and your podcast. So.
At this point, I was like, I'm going to use this somehow.
You should have told her, I know you rocking with this.
But at some point, I just had to stop responding. Because I was just like, first of all, did you wait 2 weeks to hit somebody up and then we were confused that they didn't know who you were, ma'am?
Well, maybe she's one of those chicks like, I can't make the first move.
For 2 weeks?
Yamani, would you ever make the first move?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You do?
I think most chicks nowadays make the first move.
It's 2020. I mean, I respect that.
Yeah.
Because I've always been with women who make the first move. Because growing up, I was a little shy guy, you know? Mm-hmm. Kind of.
Do chicks make the first move in your DMs though?
Yeah, but I'll be checking my DMs.
Yeah.
DMs have gotten weird.
I have to check it because of Squadcast now, and it is some weird shit.
Well, that's the thing. Between great taste, roast me, dad jokes, and all these other things that people were hitting me up for, like, and then, you know, obviously you get like certain opportunities through that. So you have to like glance, but for the most part, it's like SoundCloud links and.
Yeah, I get a lot of that too. Check my album out. That type
strangeness.
of stuff. If I have time, I'll be checking out the albums. I found some dope shit on there. People have hit me up with some really dope shit. But then I get shit like this one dude from St. Louis. In St. Louis, we have fried rice. We have rice houses. And our Chinese food is really fucking good. Like, really fucking good, right? We have this sandwich that you can only get it at the Chinese spot, the rice house. It's called a St. Paul. So it's like egg, pickles. Well, inside of the egg, you have your choice of meat, and you also have like green sprouts and shit like that. And
inside of the egg?
Huh?
Inside the egg?
Like it's almost like a folded omelet, right? And then they put it in between two pieces of white bread, and you get mayo on it, pickles, cheese, all that type of shit. But they cook it hard, so like the egg kind of crusts over. It crusts over. You know what the fuck I'm saying? Fuck you, Pat. You know what? I ain't for this story. Anyway, so this is some shit that you can only get in St. Louis, right? And this dude hit me up in my inbox. He's like, yo, y'all did best sandwich on Great Taste. How you not going to represent for the St. Paul? And I'm just like, how the fuck am I going to get it here?
Oh, was that back when we were physically doing them?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. And I was just like, bruh. Like,
you could have repped for it. I repped for the Elvis, and I didn't have an Elvis.
Nah, fuck that, bro. If we first of all, you have to understand, we were shooting Great Taste and we had the food actually there. We were eating that fucking food. So although I love a St. Paul, if I'm gonna get something that I can actually eat, I'm gonna get something that I want for that day, and I'm gonna rep for that shit.
I've never had a St. Paul.
It is. I would if I had the money.
It's meat, egg, and what?
It's all right. So like imagine like you know how they had the griddles and shit like that. So you throw like some ham on there, some shrimp. Some chicken, that's just like the special. You can get one meat or you can get like all of those. Mm-hmm. Some bean sprouts, and then you let the egg like crust over, okay? Then you flip it. Now it's like it's sandwiched inside of this egg. All of that meat sandwiched inside of that egg. And now it's got like a little golden crust around it, right? You slap that mayo on that sandwich. Oh, you don't have to get mayo. You say no mayo, right? But you slap that mayo on there, throw some pickles on there, then you put that egg crust over on there. Other piece of bread, that grease soak all in that bread with that mayo. Take a bite of that.
That sounds like a heart attack.
You definitely should not eat more than one a month.
One bite a month.
No, eat the whole thing the first time.
If
but it's
you
got
eat
that good
sandwich,
grease.
you lose 13 years of your life.
Yeah, but who the fuck want to live to be 100? Like, let's be real. Ain't nobody kicking it at 100.
What?
Ain't nobody kicking it at 100. Name me 100-year-old that's partying right now.
I don't know. You know, you be seeing like old people on
Commercials?
like Facebook. They be like, "I'm 80 years old," and they're in the gym doing like real.
Did you see that video of that dude? There was like, he's 98 years old, and he was at the start line of like a marathon, not a marathon, but what is the cycle ones?
Like a bicyclon?
I'm pretty sure. That's not it. Whatever the race is for bicycles, he was at the front of it. He was on the ramp.
Dusted, huh?
No, he was about to go down the ramp and just fell over on the side of it.
I mean, if you're a spectator, that's kind of best case scenario. It's not like he gonna win. It might as well be funny.
He like started to like pedal, and it was like, that was it. I was just like, that's what happens when you live to be like 100, bro.
That's mighty funny.
Clock me out between 75 and 80. I'm good. If I make it to 75, I'm drinking cognac and smoking cigars every day.
You already act like you 75, low key.
Man, I've had a hard life, bro. I made it out the hood, bro. If I don't go no further, I made it out of East St. Louis. I put on for my family. I put on for my city. I represented. I did what I was supposed to be doing while I was here. Fuck you,
You just banged on them
real hard. Sometimes you got to.
Well, in other news, in cheerier news, we got a new. We're part of a new show that's coming out.
Yeah.
It's called Canvas Conversations. Tahir and I pretty much painted a musician while we interviewed him. And
you all right? You want to take a breath?
I'm good. But we did a band called Phony People, good guys. But there's an artist in the band who actually drew us while we were drawing them.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
It was super dope, though. I knew what he was doing when I saw the other dude handling that paper, and I was like, this shit gonna be better than ours.
It's my bandana. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't see him do it. I would have sabotaged him. But yeah, this is fire. I want to start showing off more art. But this was made by someone who we were drawing. So
and you know he knows like real art, because like look at the shapes. Like he drew the shapes first.
Oh yeah.
They to do like the triangles and then draw the face.
Like, the person.
Yeah,
I know how to do that.
I was trying to do it. I messed up, so I was like, all right, I'm just doing freehand. Like I know how to do it.
I could do that on the skull, and then I'll do the dimensions, and then I'll just draw an ass face after that. It doesn't really matter.
My forehead is huge on there. He made my forehead look like the bumper on the '68 Buick. That shit is huge. He gave me a corner. Do you see the damn near corner on my forehead? But he's accurate though.
It's not that far off.
Hey man.
Well, speaking of art, we wanted to jump into our first sponsor of the day. This is brand new. This is a company called Paint Your Life. And it's such a genius idea. I wish I thought of it myself. Basically, if you have a photo of yourself, a loved one, your family, your pets, you can pretty much go to this website and they will have a world-class artist paint it. This is hand done. And then you can get it framed, and it's actually affordable. A lot of times getting a painting of yourself is automatically associated with regal or royalty or, costs a grip.
I'm gonna tell you what, I know a painter who charges it's $1,500 for just like to book something with him, like the consultation, and then to actually have the painting done is another like $5,000.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
But paintyourlife.com, you can get an original painting by someone of a high caliber artist, and it's actually affordable.
I vouch for it. It is really good.
And the quality is amazing. It makes for a perfect gift. It's meaningful, personal, and it's something that really just lasts forever. It's art. You know what I mean? If you've ever been into art but just didn't have the budget for it, this is a great way to do it. They got you.
This is another reason why this is so dope, is because we live in the era of cell phones and just taking pictures on our phones and taking selfies, and we never get anything printed out.
Right.
Like, do you have a photo album here?
No.
See, I do, because I'm an old ass nigga, but most people don't have photo albums. You have to go to like your aunt's house or your grandma's house to find photo albums. But like this is taking it to the next level, going beyond a photo album and actually getting a photo painted of you.
Yep.
Super dope.
And it's super easy. You give them the photo and they paint it. And it's actually no risk. If you don't like it, you get refunded. Yeah. So that's pretty much, just for business talk, that's pretty much saying that you not going to not like it.
It's risk free.
I
sent the picture in, and the first thing they sent me I did not like, and I was like, I don't like how this is, I don't like this. I kind of gave them detailed reasons why I didn't like it. Another artist picked it up, did it over, sent it back to me. They will always send it to you. They'll send you a picture of it first before they ship it. And like if you want to change anything, like where the artist's signature is, any of that type of stuff, you can do that before you say, "I love this, please send it to me," and then they'll go ahead and complete it. So
get you a painting of yourself, a la Rose from Titanic. So right now there's actually a limited time offer going on. You can get 30% off your painting. That's right, 30% off, and you get free shipping. So to get this special offer, you're actually going to text the word internet. All right, you're going to text it to 64,000. That's internet to 64000. INTERNET to 64,000. Get yourself painted up. All right, so yeah, that.
With the gun.
You said you went with the
gun?
gun?
I don't know why I did that.
That's just really a go-to thing to do on camera.
It felt right in the moment. Immediately after I regretted it. Like unprotected sex.
Oh. Okay. Well, speaking of unprotected sex, the Grammys was this weekend.
And some people got fucked. No, I'm kidding.
The Grammys got... Honestly, I didn't really care. To be honest,
it was a hard night to be excited about anything.
It was at the Staples Center, like damn, nobody was.
But they gave a lot of homage to Kobe that night. Like Alicia Keys acknowledged that, like we're celebrating tonight in the house that Kobe built. Like everybody, Lizzo dedicated her performance to him. A lot of people did it, so it was dope that we had that event to highlight this unfortunate event on that type of platform. Right. So.
And there was also the Nipsey tribute, which was another loss that we took, but it was beautiful to see that, and it was, it was just a night that was filled with a lot of love.
Bittersweet.
It was very, very bittersweet, but people did come out. They showed out. Shout out to Billie Eilish.
Man, she took home.
I don't really know who she is, but she's been taking them home. Bad Guy is a really dope song. Yeah. Best New Artist, Song of the Year, Album of the Year, Record of the Year. I mean, she
won like 3 back to back. Like at the end of the show, she won the last 3 things back to back. Just like kept winning.
Lizzo took home Truth Hurts.
You okay? Everything all right at home?
The Truth Hurts. Best pop solo performance, which is big because she's a pop star,
Yeah.
Old Town Road, Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus took home the best pop duo.
He had a good performance too, Lil Nas X.
I like that kid, man. He's cool. Chemical Brothers are still winning stuff. That's so random. But yeah, at the end of the day. Oh, and a big one was Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah, man.
Tyler, the Creator won Best Rap Album.
I never saw that coming.
Which is interesting. Yeah. I mean, he's very Grammy friendly. He's very artsy. I thought Igor was an amazing album.
I'm glad he won. I didn't think that the Grammys would acknowledge someone like him, but I think Tyler is super dope. I've been a fan of him since the beginning.
Oh yeah, he's from LA. I mean, we've been listening since Bastard. But what's crazy is to see him on the Grammys right now, and he sort of like used his speech to respectfully go at the Grammys in a way, because his main point was like a lot of black artists are grouped into R&B and rap instead of just best overall or pop. You know what I mean? So he.
I saw it in real time. It was a mom.
Like this, but also it sucks that whenever we, and I mean guys that look like me, do anything that's genre bending or that's anything, they always put it in a rap or urban category, which is, and I don't like that urban word. It's just a politically correct way to say the N-word to me. So when I hear that, I'm just like, why can't we just be in pop? Why can't it just, you know what I mean? So I felt like half of me feels like the rap nomination was a backhanded compliment. Like, my little cousin wants to play the game. Let's give him the unplugged controller so he could shut up and feel good about it.
That's crazy.
That could just be,
he's great for that.
I think that might have been a pre-show interview or something, because like I know his mom was right next to him while he was doing.
Yeah. He when he was up on stage, he pretty much had his mom with him.
Yeah.
But it's funny because he's like playing the whole. He had the pick in the hair. He dressed up like a rap, because I think that was like his way of getting at the whole like rap thing.
Yeah.
But I think he has a point. Like,
but wait, so does that mean that from this point off, in retrospect of what he's saying, if you have a whole album that is mainly rap, but you have some songs that you don't rap on, you kind of sing on, from that point on, would you categorize the album as a rap album, or would you say an album? This song is rap. This song is rap. This song is pop. This song is R&B. This song is rap.
I don't know. I mean, I think that
that would seem like a lot.
I think that he wanted album of the year. You know what I mean? Not necessarily rap album, because like he said, I think that's a sort of a category that you can just put black artists, whereas he felt like he was genre bending. So I think his point was like, there are rappers who just straight up just turn in a rap album. Like, as good as it was, Eminem's album was a rap album. That was a very, like, you know, it had very old school vibes to it. Like, it was a album to show you that he can rap and had bars. And I don't think that's what Igor was trying to do.
Right.
And Igor, you know,
His
he
last
made
few
the
albums
beats.
haven't been like that, though.
He's not a rapper. That's why. He's like more of an artist. And I think that's his point. He wants to be recognized on a level that's not, like he says, put in an urban category. He just wants to be recognized as having good music. You know what I mean? Across the board. Like Billie Eilish is already somebody who's being acknowledged as having good music because she's being recognized as best artist, song of the year, album of the year, and pop, which is her the genre that she identifies with.
Right.
So I think it's really just having more mainstream recognition at the end of the day. Yeah.
I like Tyler's music.
Tyler's dope.
I mean, Tyler is the reason. Not to say that they wouldn't have made it on their own, or had they not had another opportunity, had it not been for him. But the internet, bro. Like, how can you the internet? One of the dopest groups out. Like, I really fuck with.
Oh, you meant the band, the internet.
The internet, yeah. Absolutely. And they was fucking with Odd Future first. That's how we got introduced to Odd. Internet and what's his name? Earl Sweatshirt.
Frank
Ocean. Like,
Tyler was like the web, like the center of the
he was
web,
the
which
nucleus.
was great.
Yeah, man.
And it's like a lot of artists came from that. A lot of dope sounds. I think it's weird to see that. It's funny. Like, I saw an interview that Young Thug did not too long ago. He was just like, I let you rappers be comfortable with yourselves. I got crucified. I got called gay so that y'all could start dressing the way you do. And I was like, that's kind of true. He started doing a whole bunch of stuff. He got like all the flack for it, and then a bunch of rappers underneath him were just like, purse. You know what I mean? Skirt. And they got stuff for it, but it's like Lil Wayne like took the blunt of everything, and then now all these people like are able to do
Now, who did this? Was this Thug or Wayne that said this?
Thug.
Okay, yeah.
I
see that.
So it's crazy. Like, we don't really take into account how influential Tyler probably is.
Oh, definitely.
Because it's interesting to see like the new Tylers that are gonna sprout up.
Yeah.
But yeah, also shout out to Nipsey and Roddy Ricch. They took home a Grammy for Racks in the Middle, which is, obviously it was a very emotional acceptance speech. Being that Lauren London came up and Black Sam.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sucks that we have to do this when they're gone. But
was there any album that you wish had been nominated that didn't get nominated
for last year?
Yes.
I'm
gonna be honest with you. I was upset that they didn't nominate Ari. I rocked with that Ari Lennox album heavy.
So Much Fun could have got some love. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So Much Fun deluxe album.
But you're a real big Thug fan. Mm-hmm. You're a big Thug fan.
He out here changing rap one day at a time, one bar at a time.
Yeah, he is. I'm not even gonna hate. He is. Thug is definitely influential. He's definitely like the usher for this new generation and kind of
He's
like
the
lead
usher
them
of
in.
this generation.
Like lead them in, like ushers lead you in.
Oh,
like,
okay.
He's ushering in this new generation of rap.
I was like, interesting. I've never heard. He's like the usher of this generation.
Dip it, you make me wanna.
I'm trying. No, Astro World was 2 years ago.
Oh, for Travis?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really have like a favorite album this past year.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really.
Not really fucking with nothing outside of Thugger.
I'm trying to think. What else came out last year? Dreamville shit was dope.
Yeah, Dreamville. I wouldn't have been mad if I had seen that one on it. I figured they weren't gonna get it because I think people thought the album maybe was too all over the place. Mm-hmm. You had like some hardcore rap, then you had like some hip hop, and then you had like some R&B and shit. It was all over the place, but
no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we go on, I just want to shout out our second sponsor of the episode. Mm-hmm. This is Phi Smart Collars. Now, this is, we've talked about this before, and I actually have it here today.
Yeah.
So I can show the people. So if you guys don't know, this is the newest breed of dog collar. It is pretty much like a smartphone on your dog's neck. This is the future. I'm about to put it on myself.
Wait a second.
I'm just kidding. But
let's not get crazy with it.
Here it is. It's the Phi. Think of it as like a Fitbit / Apple Watch for your dog. And the crazy thing about it is that it has a full GPS on it. So you can just put your mind at ease if you have a dog that's always getting out, always escaping. We have a dog that lives here named McLaren, and he's always running for the door. It's like he doesn't like us. It's like he's genuinely in prison. But no, it's great because a lot of people think that the chip that are in dogs have GPS capabilities, and they don't. You can't find your dog if they have a chip. You can really only it's only an ID. So if they're found, then you can identify them. But this lets you know exactly where they are, which should put you dog lovers at ease. But more importantly than that, it is an activity tracker to make sure that your dog is staying in shape. If you have a dog walker and you don't want to make sure that he's not just chilling on the couch, that's what the inventor,
the owner,
the inventor made this up because his dog walker was just chilling at home while they were at work.
Not walking the dog.
Not
they got
walking
home,
the
dog.
Dog
mad energy,
hyper.
like, yeah, I just had 16 cups of coffee.
Doing pull-ups. So yeah, cameras found that he was not walking the dog. So now the Phi dog collar can help you with that, and it will track the activity so that you can have a buff and healthy canine.
I definitely was one of those people that thought like if the dog had the chip, then you find
I
that dog anyway.
Sure thought that.
Yeah, I didn't, but it makes sense. Like RFID, that's what that is.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's the ID of the dog, but, like, it's not going to find it. It's not a GPS. Your dog's not Jason Bourne.
Right? That's pretty funny. It's just like, I know, right? Like, the chip inside of him.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
It has, like, a bank code with a lockbox and a pistol in it.
He's going to PetSmart, just waving his hand, just picking up his own dog food, walking out with bones and shit.
No, but the collar is, I checked it out. It's pretty dope. You can see their daily step goals, previous walks. You could even check breed rankings if you're trying to rank up your dog out here.
That's crazy. My dog, I did it. My dog gets literally so little steps, bro. Like,
really?
My daughter only walks him to the edge of like the sidewalk and then lets him go right there, and then she like walk him back. I have to literally tell him, "Hey, Elite, walk him to the corner, bro."
Yeah,
because they don't take it to the dog one. But he also like he's not a like dog person or a people person. Like he's outside, he don't really vibe with people like that. Like.
Not all dogs are friendly. Like it's not like every
it's so
dog
crazy because I don't interact with him. I interact with him the least, and I feel like he acts the most like me.
Really?
Like, yeah, because I don't like people like that.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, I don't fuck. He'll come up like, "What's up?" And then he'll just walk away. Like,
right.
That's how I be like, when we gotta come, I ain't really rocking with it, fam.
That's funny. No, but I mean, I think that this is the new wave in doggy technology.
What?
Doggy technology?
No, I don't like it.
You guys can have it if you want. If you want that slogan, it's the new age in doggy technology.
We're gonna lose the ad because of that.
You can get $50 off with our code DIYS. So make sure you go to TryPhi, and that's FI, kind of like Fido. TryPhi.com to find out more. Check it out.
$50 off.
$50 off.
DIYS.
All right, so I think it comes down to our main event. This is the biggest thing in the news right now. This is the thing that's kind of got everybody in a funk. I posted a video yesterday. I was kind of driving around LA doing my errands, and it really seemed like the city knew what happened.
Yeah,
it felt like it changed because Kobe was just so detrimental to LA, and I was born and raised here, so lost in LA. Kobe was like a lot of our heroes, you know what I mean, and it's like between the commercials that he was doing and the games that he was dominating, and like it was our Michael Jordan. We got to experience that through a completely different athlete. If we didn't have Kobe, we would have probably had to still latch on to the whole Michael Jordan legacy as someone
Magic Johnson.
Or Magic Johnson, but those were people who had like left the league at that time. So we kind of like had our superhero, our Michael Jordan, through Kobe Bryant. So yeah, the news hit the city really, really tough. I saw a bunch of people sort of collecting around Staples Center, even though it was Grammy night. I don't know how they got that close, to be honest.
That's a good point. Very good point.
But yeah, I saw just heartbreaking interviews. You know, people that was just like, I've had this poster on my wall everywhere I've lived, and I'm 40. You know what I mean? Like, it was
from everybody too. It was from fans to other players in the league to coaches. Doc Rivers. I saw Doc Rivers interview on Instagram, and he was not keeping it together.
No. People literally could not.
Yeah.
And it's like there are celebrities that die or just tragic things that happen where people are just like, man, shout out to the family. It's a really sad case. But there are people could not talk.
Yeah.
And that's impactful. It was really, really devastating news.
Yeah.
And yeah, just to touch on that real quickly, like Doc Rivers and other players. I grew up in LA, and but I'm not an athlete. It takes a lot of focus and determination and passion to be an athlete. I did not have those things, but still,
you didn't have determination.
Not to shoot a ball or to work out and sweat and be strong.
Wait, you had the determination to be strong.
I just added that for comedic purposes. But if you think about the determination and focus it takes to be an athlete, I could only imagine how these guys in the league and who basketball was their life felt about Kobe. You know what I mean? Because like I watched basketball, I loved Kobe. He was sort of like everybody's like role model. I mean, I was lucky enough to grow up with my father, but I knew like a lot of people who didn't, and athletes filled that void almost. You know what I mean? Like
somebody
Michael
looked up
Jordans, the Kobe's, just the strong male role models.
Influence in their life.
Yeah, and it's like you saw that in these Staples Center interviews, and especially when you see I saw this dude in Iran, or I think he was playing in Israel or something like that, and when he found out the news, he just broke down completely. So I can only imagine like these people who wake up early every morning and hit the gym, like what Kobe must mean to them. You know what I mean? That's just like a whole nother level of idolization, I'm sure.
I think it affected. Well, I know it affected different people differently. Because like I wasn't a huge Kobe fan, but I appreciate what he added to the game.
Yeah.
I appreciated his athleticism, and the fact that the things he did while he was there. Like I respect that and I acknowledge that all day long. But on a father sense,
that's like, horrifying.
I know how upset I get when somebody cut me off. Like, oh, what the fuck, bro? Like, but I'm infuriated when somebody cuts me off and my daughter's in a car.
Right.
Because in that position, if they did something, like if they didn't just cut me off and then like swerve back over, if they just hit me and we're on the highway and I can't stop this car from hitting my car and flipping or whatever, like to feel that helpless in that moment. I know the thoughts that go through my mind, so I can only imagine what may have been going through his mind. You know what I mean? Like to have your kid there and just feel that helpless. So I pray for peace for his soul, because I know how affected I feel when somebody almost hits me when my daughter's in the car, and I feel helpless in that moment. I feel insignificant in that moment. So I just pray for peace over his soul, over Gigi's soul, all the parents that were in there, and that's one thing I do also want to say, like Kobe is the name, he's the most recognizable face, and then Gigi of this horrible situation. But there were other families that were in that side of the helicopter. There were other families that were affected by this crash, and my heart and prayers and energy go out to everyone affected by it, not just the people inside, but their families and friends as well, because this shook people to their core, bro.
It's something that you it's crazy because like with someone like Kobe Bryant, you never even associate him with dying at all. You know what I mean? He doesn't even seem like somebody who can die. Everybody's always like, dang, it sucks. Will Smith's getting old. You know, Denzel's getting old and stuff like that. But it's like for some reason, Kobe was like in this superhero category.
It's like a time gap.
Yeah, it was just like, what do you mean? Helicopter crash. It was just like, wait, what? Like, you know what I mean? You didn't even categorize himself as that. But, you know, like you said, the sad thing about a celebrity dying is that it does overshadow. It tends to overshadow some other people. So there were 8 victims on the helicopter. It was Kobe Bryant, Gianna Bryant. It was also John Altobelli, Carrie Altobelli, and Alyssa Altobelli. This was a teammate of Gianna's and both of her parents. Christina Mauser, Sarah Chester, Peyton Chester, and Ara Zobayan.
That was the pilot.
I feel like it was the pilot.
Yeah,
that's
9 in total. Because originally I heard it was just 5, and then it came out later that it was 9 in total.
Is it 9?
Yeah, it's 9.
Okay, 8 alongside Kobe. Right. That is tragedy. Sheesh. And yeah, they're saying that just in terms of what happened, it's saying that maybe the pilot misjudged the terrain and didn't slow down. Because apparently there was fog, but
yeah,
that's just something you couldn't. There's no way you could see it coming. You know, there's really no way you could see it coming.
Definitely didn't.
But yeah, LA is in a really difficult spot right now because a lot of people are saying that Kobe sort of represented LA. You know what I mean? So
it definitely changed things, man. I came out of Bad Boys yesterday. I went to go see the movie, and I was coming out of there. I was feeling good because I enjoyed the movie. I was like, oh man, it was a great way to finish off the franchise. And then the phone started blowing up. Like,
that's
like
how
5
you found
different
out?
people hit me up like, yo, you hear about Kobe? You hear about Kobe? This is before everything was confirmed yet. And then it was like, no, what happened? So I hop online, go to CNN, and go to Shade Room, all that. And just like, damn, bro. And it hit me right there in the movie. Like,
that's crazy. Yeah, I had a couple missed calls too, and it's just one of those things you don't really like. You don't really like process, you know, because I even saw it in the group chat a couple times, and I was just like, what do you mean?
Wait, what?
And then I went, and then it was just picture, and that's when you know.
Yeah.
Once you just see the pictures, it's just like, come on. I just wanted to see a TMZ article that said hoax. You know, it was a hoax. Like, don't worry about it. I feel like Morgan Freeman goes through that like every other month. People are like, Morgan Freeman was found today okay in his house. And everybody's just
I hate when they do those goddamn memes, man.
I hate that.
My asshole drops immediately. I'm gonna lose my mind the moment I read something about Stevie Wonder. And my old asshole is gonna fall out. I'll never take shit
that's gonna be
again in my life.
That's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah.
That is gonna be a tough one. But it's crazy, like, even did you see the NBA 2K even had their people, the players? Let me see, where did I see that? It basically said that they had the players in 2K were still like repping Kobe and saying their goodbyes and all that kind of stuff.
Oh wow,
it's pretty intense. Let me see.
That's crazy. It was something else going on with the NBA, right? And
here we go. Paying their respects for Kobe. They all had Laker jerseys on. They were like marching.
Oh wow,
that's insanity.
Yeah,
man,
that's crazy.
He's respected even on a virtual level.
That's crazy.
Now there's actually a couple of debates saying should they change the NBA logo so that it's Kobe, because before it's Jerry West, right?
Right.
And that makes so much more sense because like.
I need to see the logo, see what it would be.
Let me see.
I need to see it.
Kobe NBA logo.
Man, that still doesn't seem real. It's like when Nipsey passed. Like you just expected to hear like something about like him pulling through. Like it still doesn't seem real.
I think this was it. Yeah, this is the one that I saw.
Oh wow.
And obviously, you probably couldn't do purple and gold.
Yeah.
I think they were trying to go for like red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
But it's like, who had more of an impact than Kobe? Like, definitely not Jerry West, who's the first one. Like, I don't know any kids that are just like, I want to go grow up and play just like Jerry West. Like, no disrespect, but it's like, nigga.
You ever heard kids say that?
What?
That they wanted to play like Jerry West?
Never.
Oh man, you ain't been hanging out in the right spots.
Where?
You gotta change your watering hose.
Little white kids wanted to be Kobe. Ain't no culture bending for Jerry.
You ain't never heard anybody take a shot and be like, Jerry
West. Or no, black kids was just like, man, when I grow up, I'm trying to get that Jerry West money.
Jerry.
Nobody.
Ah, man.
I think they should. I think it looks good.
Yeah, I like it.
He's tall.
He is tall. He got them ears too.
He's hitting the top of that logo.
Man, he feels it out, man. He's feeling that logo out.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. I think they should do it. I personally think they should do it.
Yeah.
What else? Okay, so I want to go on to a couple of classic Kobe clips.
Yeah.
That have been circling. Obviously, the picture of him like talking to his daughter doing like all that was like a meme like a week ago, and now it's just like
man,
it's like
it's
everywhere. Like a beautiful like reminder to like be like in the moment with your loved ones because you never know.
Somebody had texted me yesterday when it happened. Making it home safe is the most unappreciated blessing, and it's literally text me this probably like an hour after I found out, and I found out pretty early in the day, right? And literally like 3 hours later, that was like a GIF or a meme that was just floating around. I was like, that's crazy,
right? All right, so this is my favorite Kobe clip of all time because he doesn't say anything, but it kind of like breaks down like exactly who Kobe is. This is the flinch.
Oh, this is so
the
good.
Kobe doesn't flinch.
Yo, that's so good.
The crowd went crazy when that happened because it's like, bam, like
focused.
That just like represents focus, laser focus, determination, all that. The fact that he was just like,
nothing.
Man, come on.
Woo.
Come on.
Let me tell you something. If that was me facing off of Matt Barnes,
bench me,
and that ball happened to be a burrito, I would have bit it. He would have flinched.
Somebody would have done like that.
It would have been gone. He probably would have lost half his hand.
It's like, damn, the whole burrito's gone.
Yeah. Well, I'm committed.
All right, the second one isn't much of as much of a clip as it is just like a famous picture that's been going around. So this is a photo of Kobe that everybody's using, and it's pretty much from the time that he broke his wrist. Have you seen that one?
I don't know. I have to see it to say yay and nay.
The one where he's in the
pajamas.
In the gym.
Yeah.
So this was put together by a list from Business Insider, and this was pretty much a bunch of like little snackable Kobe facts that showed off his intense work ethic. And I'm trying to be more disciplined. I'm trying to wake up earlier and have like a better routine. So Kobe is like, I'm trying to learn from this.
Yeah.
So this is to start off, Michael Jordan, Kobe's idol, said that Kobe was the only person to ever approach Jordan's work ethic, which I thought was funny. I was like, you know how when you compliment somebody, but you also
still put yourself in a compliment.
He's like, man, he was the only one who worked as hard as I did. He almost worked as hard as me. But he used to show up to practice at 5 a.m. and leave at 7 a.m., and this was in high school.
Man,
I have such a hard time getting out of bed, so I'm trying to wake up at 5 a.m.
Man, I wake up at 6 every morning. I wake up at 6. Today I woke up at 4:45 so I can make it to the gym at 6. I was going to the gym downtown just to power lift.
Okay, so you're halfway there to Kobe. You just have a lot more body stuff to go.
Super lot more.
He would make his high school teammates play one-on-one games to 100, which is like, nigga, I'm trying to go home.
Right, going by twos? Are we counting threes or are these just going by twos? Oh, God.
Former Lakers player and head coach Bryant Scott said that he once found an 18-year-old Bryant shooting in a dark gym 2 hours before practice. He said, I heard the ball bouncing, no lights were on. Practice was about 11, and this was 9:30 in the morning. He went out to the court and looked, there's Kobe Bryant. He's out there shooting in the dark. He stood there for 10 seconds, and I thought, this kid's going to be great. Trying to throw yourself in his success story. I said it. I called it a long time. Former NBA player and Lakers teammate John Celestin or whatever said Kobe was always the first player in the gym, even when he was hurt. This is where that story came from. He basically said that Kobe broke his wrist. So the dude was excited. He thought Kobe was injured, so he could beat him to the gym, particularly because Bryant lived over 30 minutes away. When he came into the gym next morning, Kobe was already in a full sweat with a cast on his right arm, dribbling and shooting with his left.
That's crazy, dog.
That's fucking insane.
That's crazy.
That's insanity. Like, damn, you hurt? Like, when I use every excuse I can to stay in bed, I'm like, it's raining, I got sniffles, I kind of got a headache.
Did you say I got sniffles?
I be having sniffles. Man.
All right.
You don't be having sniffles?
My nose runs.
That's having sniffles. You don't have asthma. You don't get it. He once played left-handed.
I do have asthma.
You do have asthma?
Yes.
You don't get sniffles?
My nose runs. My nose gets probably stopped up more than it runs.
That's the same thing. All of that is sniffles.
Nah. It's congestion. Or running nose.
He once played left-handed because he injured his right shoulder. And this was in-game. Shaq said that Kobe used to practice without a ball, which is hilarious.
What does that even mean?
He said that he would walk in and he'd be cutting and grunting and motioning like sorry. And Shaq was like, I thought it was weird, but I'm pretty sure it helped him. Clearly it did. It said that he always worked out even earlier than Olympic level players. So when they went to Vegas for the 2008 Olympics, at the crack of dawn, everybody else came down for team breakfast and to start the training camp. But Kobe comes in with ice on his knees with his trainers and stuff. He's got sweat drenched through his workout gear. And he's like, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. And he's already got 3 hours in and a full workout into his day. And it's
That's
just like, damn,
crazy.
nigga. Like, that must be so frustrating because you're just like, if you're like me, it's just like, I'm not gonna beat him. Why try to do neck and neck with that? It's just no. He got it.
He's on a different level, bro.
Mentally, is like I can't even imagine. They said according to his Team USA trainer, he once held a workout from 4:15 a.m. to 11 a.m. because he refused to leave the gym until he made 800 shots. At least the trainers was getting that overtime. It was just like,
yes.
I was scheduled for 2 hours. We have been here for 13.
800 shots? Not 800 points. 800 shots.
Oh, that's right. That's very different.
That's very different.
And then these last three are just funny. He said he used to keep players after practice as guinea pigs so that he could try out new moves on them. I guess he did that to bench warmers in high school.
Yeah, I can see that.
Imagine like him doing like a behind the back dunk in like a Celtics game and you being like, yeah, he practiced that on me. I helped him do that.
I took the charge the first time, fellas.
And then he said he was all about improvement, even the tiniest ways. He had Nike shave a few millimeters off of the bottom of his shoes in 2008 so that he can get 100th of a second better reaction time. That's Dragon Ball Z level shit.
Who thinks like that?
Who goes up against shit like that? He said he iced his knees for 20 minutes 3 times a day and did acupuncture so he wouldn't get hurt later. And then you don't even want to know his diet plan. It's just gonna upset you. He watched film of himself at halftime so that he can figure out how to carve out easier. I mean, if there was ever somebody who just like took his craft
very seriously,
Jesus Christ, like every aspect of getting better. He shattered the normal times table for Achilles surgery recovery. So this is literally Goku shit. This guy was Goku. He was Goku. This is funny. He scrapped a documentary about himself that was finished and started from scratch because he didn't like the way it turned out. Wow. This nigga could play. He taught himself to play Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata on the piano by ear. It's just like the more you get into this, it's just like, okay, nigga. He flew. He had claws. This nigga could hear.
He had the ability to teleport for only once a year.
He had echolocation and used bat technology in games. It was just like
basically. And then the last one says Kobe Bryant was better than you in every way possible.
Yes,
every way.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, it's just like that. You might be. You might be right.
You got that one.
You might be right. All right. Before we end the Kobe segment.
Right.
Out of respect, I just wanted to end the story with this, with his last speech on his last game. This is the Mamba Out speech. just in memoriam of Kobe Bryant, the icon.
Hey, guys, you know, it's, I can't believe how fast 20 years went by, man. This is crazy.
That's crazy.
This is absolutely crazy. And, you know, to be standing here at center court with you guys, my teammates behind me, and appreciating all this, you know, the journey that we've been on. You know, we've been through our ups and been through our downs. And I think the most important part is that we all stayed together throughout. You know, I grew up a diehard Laker fan. Diehard. I mean, I knew everything about every player that's ever played here. So to be drafted and then traded to this organization and to spend 20 years here, I mean, you can't write something better than this. And I'm more proud of the fact that not about the championships, but about the down years, because we didn't run. We played through all that stuff, and we got our championships, and we did it the right way.
I feel like you want to say we played through all that shit.
And,
Oh yeah, he's probably an expert at censoring himself at this
Thank you
point.
guys for all the years of support. Thank you guys for all the motivation. Thank you for all the inspiration. And, you know, what's funny, the thing that had me cracking up all night long was the fact that I go through 20 years of everybody screaming to pass the ball. Then the last night, they're like, don't pass it. This has been absolutely beautiful, you guys. I can't believe it's come to an end. You guys will always be in my heart. And I sincerely appreciate it. No words can describe how I feel about you guys. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. God, I love you guys. And I love you guys. And to my family, my wife Vanessa, our daughters Natalia and Gianna, you know, thank you guys for all your sacrifice. You know, for all the hours I spent in the gym working and training. And Vanessa, you holding down the family the way that you have. I can't, there's no way that I can thank you enough for that. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And what can I say? Mamba out.
Yeah.
Mamba out. All right, so that was the Mamba Out speech from his last game. I was actually in attendance.
Oh, you were there?
I was down the street. I couldn't afford
you
tickets.
know what?
I couldn't afford tickets. I was at the Staples Center. I was at the Staples Center in vicinity. I felt the energy.
Okay.
It's amazing speech. Even hits harder now. But before we keep going on the legacy of Kobe Bryant, we just wanted to shout out our third sponsor of the episode, the Books. The Books. Now we've talked about them before. We are big fans of the Books. So the Books is actually a service that brings fresh farm flowers straight to your door, and this is perfect for gifts. You got Valentine's Day coming up.
Yeah.
You know, they always saying, just because your girl saying that she don't want nothing doesn't mean she don't deserve nothing. So this is an easy gift. And it's called the Books.
It's like you listen, man. This is a company that gets their flowers direct from the distributors, and they do it locally. So you got a better chance of getting your stuff next day, sometimes even same day delivery, fam.
Same day delivery is crazy clutch.
Bro, it
forget.
don't get no better than that.
You can forget.
That's it. Like, you guys,
the Books make it okay to forget.
Man, I'm not encouraging that you forget.
But okay? I'm saying they got you.
Valentine's Day, anniversaries, birthdays, just because flowers. Let me tell you something. You send some flowers to your lady job just because.
That's different.
I just want you to know it's Tuesday. But for me, it's Babe's Day because I love you.
That's horrible. Don't do that. But do the overall concept he's saying. And again, doesn't even have to be for lovers. You can show your family, your friends that you're thinking about them with fresh farm flowers delivered right to them at an affordable price. And not only that, they got beautifully styled bouquets. They got sweet treats. They got plants. They got gifts. They got succulents.
I like succulents.
I love the succulents.
I like chocolates and I like chocolates.
God, it's horrifying. But Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yeah.
Check out the Books company. They keep you out the flower shop, all those random, dying flowers. It
Man,
smells
stop
they smell
buying
all
flowers
refrigerated.
from Walgreens.
I used to be an offender. Before the Books, I was an
Stop
offender.
doing it. They don't smell like nothing.
They don't.
If you get Books, you get your bouquet from Books, you will see that these flowers smell different. They smell like flowers are supposed to smell. You get it from Walgreens, and your flowers smell like Windex. Okay, that's how they get those carnations blue. It's pouring blue Windex in the bucket.
So you could get these fresh flowers delivered to you or whoever you're gifting it to right at their door. These the bouquets start at $39. It's nationwide. And there's even subscriptions if you just want the flowers to keep on coming.
Yeah.
So again, this is the Bouqs. You spell that Bouqs, like bouquet. And you can get 25% off of your order from the Bouqs if you go to Bouqs.com/DIYS. Okay, so again, that's BOUQS.com/DIYS. Use our code DIYS, and you will get 25% of them things off.
You got a thing of Books, right?
Yep, I got a thing of Bouqs. I gave it to my mom and I gave it to my sisters. They sent me 2. They're gorgeous. I recorded it. They hit me up. They said, thank you. I said, you're welcome. So we have, at that point, me and the Bouqs are homies. we are homies at that point. We text each other, hey, what you doing, big head?
Wait a minute. I don't think that's them texting you back.
No, that's just me texting them. Because I love them so much. So shout out to the Bouqs and get you some 25% off of your order and hook yourself up or a loved one up for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. You know what? We got a lot of. I talked to a lot of guys about Kobe. Got some feedbacks. Shared the story about being a father and all of that type of stuff. But we did not. Well, I feel like I didn't get a lot of feedback from ladies, man. So I want to see how some ladies are taking this tragic loss and what Kobe meant to them. And we luckily have a young lady in the studio. Young Money.
Come on over. Yeah,
Come on up. I was gonna give him my seat.
Okay. What, you don't want to see?
I can stand.
Okay.
I got hips. So it's like I'm always sitting either way.
Right here. Introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi, I'm Yamani.
I'm Yamani. All right, Yamani, you were born and raised in LA?
I indeed was.
So
born and raised.
what was Kobe Bryant like to you as somebody who was pretty much the proclaimed king of LA?
Yeah, I mean, he was everything. I was in middle school when, the whole three-peat happened and just, Kobe. Like, it was a thing. It was, our pride and joy. It was very much definitely an LA representative. So this one, we didn't even get through a year without losing another, really...
LA's hurting right now.
LA representative, someone who meant a lot to us. So, yeah, it definitely hurt. Just kind of putting myself in his wife's shoes, just losing a child, and it's just devastating, honestly. Yeah, just really devastating.
Okay,
really
man, no, for real though.
Yeah,
did you what was your experience like growing up with Kobe? Like, did you ever get the chance to go into any games, or like, did you have any family members that were huge Kobe fans? Were you a huge Kobe fan?
Yeah, the only reason I know anything about basketball is because of Kobe. It was something that I bonded with my dad over.
Same.
In 2010, we got to go to Game 3.
Oh,
and it was awesome.
That's super nice. That's a light flex right there. What were you doing in 2003?
It's like, were you at the second game? The fourth game? I was at the third.
I was at the third, the one that mattered. So
crazy.
Crazy, but things happen. That's my dog.
Right.
Yeah, so it was how I bonded with my dad. Like, he, I just remember him yelling at the TV constantly during that time, and it was just a thing. So yeah, big part of growing up in LA. Definitely a big part of just sports culture in LA.
Do you have any jerseys?
I do.
Okay, so did you stay in LA until now?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Okay.
well, I left a couple years ago, but for the most part.
Okay, so I asked that to say, were you wearing the Kobe jersey backwards in the Dipset era and the Nelly era? We cannot deny that happened.
Wow.
It happened.
Happened.
So, were you rocking the backwards jerseys
I wasn't.
like myself?
I wasn't, but I had the jersey dress though, popping.
That
You
was
had the jersey dress?
That
was
popping.
that was y'all
at
version.
The Scream tour.
That was y'all version.
At the Forum.
Wow.
That was y'all version of the backwards jersey.
It
See,
was.
when I was in high school, which is a couple years before you guys, we were rocking the hardwood classics, like the throwback jerseys with our days.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like, I mean, we were dropping, bro, insane amounts of money. I probably spent on one jersey one time. I remember I spent $350
God damn.
on a throwback freaking jersey. Now I was working at White Castles, just ridiculous.
Jesus, I always wanted the Pistol Pete. I could never find
Very
it.
irresponsible.
The jersey itself was trash, but I liked that his name was Pistol Pete, and I wanted one. But I never got it. Never seen him play. None of that. I was just like, Pistol Pete.
I can't tell
I
you
want that on my
how
body.
many horrible fashion choices were made in the early 2000s.
All of them.
Early
Most of
2000s, like the DuPont jackets, the race jackets, DuPont.
Oh, with all the
the Eminem, the UPS. Oh man,
I wanted the Viagra one.
I didn't have the Viagra. I had the Oreo. I had the
Niggas
Eminem,
had the Oreo.
and I had
If niggas had any of them, it was the
damn it.
Oreo one.
It was another one with like oil. It was like ST
Wonder
something.
Bread.
No, it wasn't the Wonder Bread one. My cousin had that one, so we swapped. So it looked like I had that one. That's what you do. You had to get cool with somebody, or your cousin had to get a couple jacks down. Look like you got 5 of them. You be like, you know, that's kind of what I do. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
free advertising, like that's all.
That's
it was.
really
I can't
was.
believe we did any of that.
It was a lot of bad choices made.
Fat Albert was the worst.
Oh, Fubu, platinum Fubu. Oh,
Fat
hundreds
Farm,
of
I
dollars
had
on it.
Fat Farm.
Hundreds of dollars on platinum Fubu.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it was like, that was an age where it's just like, you get cool stuff and you put it on. I had white and blue Tracy McGrady's that I was wearing with like red Fubu jerseys and like brown Fat Albert shirt. You're just like, this is hot, this is hot, this is hot. I wear them all together. You don't even think about it.
Oh man,
It was
I was
ass
wearing the
cheeks.
do rag with the hat sitting on the top like Memphis Bleak.
50 Cent
Just-
era?
Oh man, well I had got it kind of from Memphis Bleak.
Oh.
So Memphis Bleak used to rock it like that. The do rag kind of open, the hat kind of cocked like that. And in Bleak, I was all in. Doing that Rockefeller phase, oh man, I had the Pro Cans heavy.
I had the two-tone do-rag with
Yeah, one of
a
those.
headband and a hat.
Oh, when Nelly first came out, fam,
That was G
You
Unit.
couldn't find a do rag in St. Louis when Nelly first came out.
That-
we had
oh,
bought
right.
every do rag and every headband and every black roll of electrical tape that we were putting on our face.
Oh, y'all were really
We
doing
were
that?
in-
Oh, y'all were in St. Louis. I get it.
We were hard body dedicated to it.
When was it the electrical tape and when was it the Band-Aid?
Well, it was the Band-Aid, but it was like it's actually the thing that football players put under their eyes, like those little black things. I think it's just
I
like
thought it was pink.
The light or something.
yeah, something like that. They used to do that, but it was a Band-Aid too. The Band-Aid was literally just to cover a pimple.
For him?
Yes.
That's what he said?
Yeah, and then it caught on, and then he started doing it with the black.
Are you
football
serious?
team.
Oh, so Band-Aid was first, then it became
I think
football
so.
tape. Maybe the zit never went away.
Hey, steal my phone.
I definitely had apple bottoms. Not gonna lie to you.
Did you have boots with the fur?
Absolutely.
You had
I
to.
had to. It was.
Did you have the
had
baby
to.
fat jacket with the fur on it?
Absolutely.
Okay,
I
listen,
held on to
that was a
to
rite
the
of
bitter
passage.
end.
Yes.
To the bitter end.
We had a
It was
term
way-
called doo-doo daddies and doo-doo mamas, and that's how they dressed.
What are you saying?
I'm saying you were a doo-doo mama. Much like I was a doo-doo daddy. It's okay. It's okay. If you were alive and in LA and listened to rap,
Yeah, I
you
went
were
to
a
La
doo-doo
Sierra,
mama.
so I
Man.
was definitely in there.
I had some chicks in high school that had the Timberland boots, the Timberland with the heels.
Oh, wow.
And then they had the Timberland boots that it was like a small, like just a small heel on it, but it came up to the knee. The weight ones, bro. You couldn't tell us nothing in the early 2000s, bro. We thought
I
we
remember
was
that.
Someone should
I
have told us something.
I was
But
getting
the old
my-
folks did. They just was like, the fuck are these kids?
Yeah, because look how ridiculous we look. We were walking around in 6XTs like
Yeah.
toddlers.
Oh my god.
Just like none of our
Baby
stuff
pinks.
fit. We had just giant jeans, when Babe came out, I looked ridiculous. I looked like a clown. I was walking around in bright pink and yellow and orange, and I was getting my t-shirts from the liquor store. Pro clubs were popping. It was
Get
a
your
lot.
tag ripped.
It was
Be
a
careful.
Oh man.
This was all the things that made Kobe Kobe, and what made LA LA, and what made Kobe the king of LA. But yeah, that was a cool way to wrap it up. We just thought about the cool things that made LA LA. I'm in a better mood already.
Yeah. That was cool.
All right, well, thank you to our guests. Thank you for your input on
Let the
Los
spirits at the
Angeles.
end.
Yeah, because I was feeling on an island because I was just like, this is very much an LA loss. But you've been out here long enough.
I've been 10 years, man.
You can feel the heat.
I definitely
from the
felt it,
Kobe-ness.
bro.
But it definitely came from a big part of it was the natives who grew up here,
Mm-hmm.
and especially like that 25 to 35 year mark. Where it's just like you didn't know a time without it. So it's just like I would
20
say
years, bro.
it's pretty crazy.
That's a long time.
Like Michael Jordan is still alive. So we have never gone through something like this except like maybe Michael Jackson, you know? So yeah, it's definitely like a LA thing, but it's felt around the world.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, shout out to Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace to his daughter, everybody on the helicopter. In LA, we will get through this.
Yeah.
We will get through this.
Always do.
Yeah, I mean that's the good thing about the Nipsey. What happened with Nipsey thing is that we came together after that in a way that I've never seen it before. So I'm looking forward to see how the city comes together.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I just realized that I'm probably not even on the camera on the iPad. So if that is that what's kind of like just off to the corner?
Like,
Yeah,
Tahir is beautiful now.
they like Tahir got thick as fuck. God damn.
But that reminds me, if you are watching and you want to join our Patreon, make sure you look us up, Damn Internet You Scary, on Patreon. We are doing early episodes and bonus content as well. So sign up as soon as you can. And we will see you next time. I've been your host, Patrick Cloud.
I'm to hear more.
Thank you to our guests.
Your money.
And we'll see you next time. See you guys.